Nadal is out. Grigor Dimitrov is out. All eyes on this guy. That guy, Roger Federer. And my question to you is, comment below, is Roger nervous now? Everyone expects him to win. I mean everyone. Everyone is going to expect him to win this tournament now. Does that make you nervous? The supercomputer is now down to 3. Halep still alive. Wozniacki, thank God. Part of me said if Wozniacki loses, doesn't look good for Roger. Wozniacki, Halep, Federer. Federer had the highest chance of all the picks on the supercomputer to win it. Djokovic, I believe, had the second highest chance. Yes, he did, in fact, 20%, according to the supercomputer. I'll put a card up to it. It'll be the last time I mention it. Well, maybe not. I'll put it at the end of the video, the end screen for the supercomputer video I did last week, where we looked at this thing where these data analysts put together a computer that could run these models. 5,000 times they ran it to predict who would win. They predicted Roger. They also predicted Svitolina. Svitolina's out. So part of me is thinking, comment below, are you guys getting nervous about Roger's match against Berdych after we've seen so many upsets? So many now. It's just the craziest tournament ever. I mean, men's tennis is turning into women's tennis where no one can predict anything. Thank goodness we have Roger Federer, because he is a little bit predictable with his greatness. Anyways, comment below. Are you getting nervous? Are you nervous because of the supercomputer, or just nervous because what I was thinking, my old Fed theorem, Roger gets nervous when everyone expects him to win because the pressure mounts on him, the high expectations. Let me know what you think. I feel good because this is what I'm thinking. There's no way that supercomputer could just be totally wrong on everyone, right? There's no way it predicted 4 men who were most likely to win the Australian Open. Most likely, Fed. Second most likely, Djokovic. I disagreed with that one because we weren't sure if his elbow was going to get him through 1 week, let alone 2 weeks. Nadal, Del Potro. 3 of those guys are injured. Roger, oh my God. Knock on Chris Evert, shot maker, wooden tennis racket. Wood. Roger, no injuries. Looking good so far. So we could say that. Supercomputer got it wrong on 3 guys because it couldn't predict that they would be feeling very injured. I just don't. Part of me feels good because how could the supercomputer get all 4 picks to win the men's championship wrong? But anyways, let's not say any more stuff like that because that could be jinxy. Roger's got his work cut out for him against Birdman. Comment below how you're feeling about it. Are you nervous? What do you think is going to happen with the Birdman? I'm sad about RAFA. I'm super sad about RAFA because I've dealt with a lot of knee pain from my years of playing tons and tons of tennis. I'm not going to say that I play just like Nadal, but I do hustle like Nadal for every ball. Ask anyone who's ever seen me play a match. I run as hard as I can, and I've dealt with tons of knee pain because of it. So one thing I can tell you that happens is sometimes, because this is what happened, all right? RAFA had the right knee issue. Now they're saying it's not the hip, but it's high up on the right leg. What I have noticed from my knee issues is other parts of the body overcompensate for the hurt knee, and then they start really hurting a couple days after the knee starts to feel a little bit better. It's kind of weird. Like usually what happens to me is like, oh, if my right knee's hurting and I go play a couple days, next thing you know, left knee's hurting because I've been putting a little more of my weight on the left leg, not even realizing it. It's just happening. You're not even consciously thinking about it. It's just something your body's kind of automatically doing to favor the injured side. Everything I've noticed is maybe the Achilles, ankle, Rafa's case, higher above. They start to hurt on the same side because it's like, well, my ankle is going to try to pick up more of the weight than my knee because my knee hurts. So really sad to see that. I'm not going to say that Rafa would have definitely won if he was 100% healthy, but if I had to put my money on it, if I had to bet my life on it, I would say Rafa comes through that match in 5 sets and possibly even can win that 4th set if he's not thinking like, uh-oh, the leg hurts, something's about to go wrong. Because that's what it's like, especially for Rafa. Because if you've dealt with so many little injuries, once you start feeling it in the middle of a match starting, even if it's just a little pain at first, you know that it can quickly be like, boom, full-on pain, and you can't move, and it's all over for you. So it's like, imagine if you're playing a tennis match, and then there's just like this clock. And it's like, hey, if you don't win in 10 minutes, tick, 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 clock's ticking, your leg's going to stop working. and you won't be able to walk, let alone play tennis. I mean, you don't produce your best tennis under that kind of pressure, usually. So yeah, that's honestly, that's the best way to think about it. That's really what it's like. So now all eyes are on Roger. And I just want to say, I got to make this short video today because I have a meeting coming up, actually. There's a phone conference meeting, and I can't really say much about it, but I'll just tell you it's very exciting, and it's a good thing. And I really just have to thank you guys out there. So thank you, because without you, the success that this show is enjoying, like I always say, fastest growing tennis talk show in the world. Well, I think it really is the fastest growing tennis talk show in the world. It is growing very fast, and I have to thank you very much for that. So we're going to keep the video very short because I'm about to be late for the meeting, and I just will tell you a couple observations I had from the match. One, I think in the second set, Dimitrov is serving 4-2, and he double faults 3 times and hits a forehand unforced error that's just like in the bottom of the net, just like, what in the world was that? So that's 4 points. I mean, he gave Edmund the break to get back into the second set and possibly go down 2 sets to love against Edmund. That would have been horrible, right? But unfortunately for Edmund, he didn't feel like breaking serve, I guess, because despite getting 4 free points, Grigor still holds somehow and eventually wins that second set. Stuff like that. McEnroe said, "Where's my serve?" And it made me immediately think of this nickname that I'm not going to use because I love Grigor so much. Grigor, dude, where's my serve, Dimitrov? Yeah, where was his serve? The numbers, if you look at the numbers, second serve win percentage for Dimitrov was a lot higher than it should have been because Edmund didn't take advantage of it the way he could. Because both Rafa and Dimitrov, second serve, not great. They really struggled to hit quality second serves in the box. And that won't get it done. And there's no way that Roger is going to give second serves like that to Birdman, Edmund, Cilic, Chung, Tennis Sandgren, none of those guys. So I wanted to tell you that. And that part of that is, this is why I've been saying all along, it's so important. Don't lose sets. Don't go 5 early, first week of the major, and hit a lot of quality serves. Get that serve working early, because if Roger was in a situation like Grigor was last night, and the serve is like not working right away, he'd be able to find it a lot faster because you have that confidence of knowing, okay, well, the serve has worked very well so far in the tournament, and I have plenty of energy. It's like Roger said. Roger said, in your career, you have this little canister of energy, and the faster you use it up, you're out. One day you're just out, and you got to retire. Well, that kind of goes for 2 weeks of a Grand Slam run if you're going to make it all the way to the final. You only have so much energy to use in that 2-week span. Doesn't matter how good you are. Doesn't even matter if you're a young guy with lots of energy like Dimitrov or an older guy who's somehow in amazing shape like Roger. You don't want to use up that energy from the canister because it's really going to hurt you later in the tournament. And I think that's a big part of what happened to Dimitrov. I don't think he had the energy left in him to really tough that out and win it in 5 sets after struggling so much in the early parts of the match. So sad to see Grigor go. Me and the guy from The Slice, Stephen Boughton, it's your boy Stephen Boughton up in Canada. We made a show last night where we compared our picks for the rest of the matches. He is up 1-0 now because, of course, he picked Cilic. We both picked Dimitrov, so 0 points there. I think Chung's going to win. That should tie me up. He also picked Federer to beat Berdych, so we could be 1-0 this time. 1-1 this time tomorrow. I certainly hope so. So a couple more things that I observed because I got to get going. I did notice in the Rafa match, like I said, the second serve was bad, but you know what? The second serve for Cilic, not very good. I know Cilic had 20 aces, but 38% win on second serve for the big Chill. Now, I did notice Nadal was standing closer to the baseline, especially like when he was serving and in rallies and playing a more aggressive kind of Fed-like style. So, I really do. We saw it work a lot. We saw a lot of good stuff with the way Rafa was playing and standing in closer. And unfortunately, I thought the Rafa forehand still sat up a little high. He didn't really make the adjustment to make Cilic hit a lower ball, but that I didn't expect that one. He did on the backhand. The backhand was more flat, and he hit some slices too, but a flat lower backhand. The backhand was pretty effective against Cilic. I thought the forehand was a little easier, and we did see Cilic hit a lot of incredible forehands. Cilic moving very well too. Cilic and Birdman are very similar, and they've both done this one thing that I think would be their downfall if they run into Federer. Well, obviously Berdych is going to run into Federer tonight, very interesting to see what happens there. They're both low second serve numbers, bad second serve numbers. And yeah, the first serve might be amazing, but Roger only needs to break you 1 time per set because these big guys are going to have a hard time breaking Roger if he just serves the way he has been. You know, I think Fucsovics has a better chance to break the Roger serve than Birdman and Cilic. You know, just because of the movement and the ability to stay alive in a point and play defense. Now, Fucsovics can't hit an outright winner if Roger lays an egg in the service box like Cilic and Birdman can. He doesn't have that kind of firepower like those guys do, but I don't think Roger's going to be laying many eggs for Birdman. Shouldn't it be Birdman who lays the eggs? It's funny I say that because Birdman has been laying some second serve eggs into the box, and boy, if you knew anything about me, Mr. Goat, we love eggs. So that's it for me today, folks. Like I said, I got a meeting to get to on the phone. Very big and very exciting. Anyways, thanks a lot for watching Coffee Break Tennis today. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think is going to happen in that match tonight. Are you nervous? That's really what I want to know. Are you nervous? It's natural. I'm a little anxious feeling. I'll be real comfortable when I see Roger win the first set, if that happens. Sure hope it does. It will say a lot for the rest of his run at the 2018 Australian Open. Thanks for watching Coffee Break Tennis. Real quick, if you want to check out me and the guy from the Slice, it's your boy Stephen Boughton up in Canada. Our picks for the rest of the matches of the tournament. Click that video up there. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Click right there to subscribe to Coffee Break Tennis, the fastest growing, most exciting tennis talk show in the world. And Pete made a really cool video over on Crunch Time Coaching. Crunch Time Coaching is our head sponsor here at Coffee Break Tennis. Crunch Time Coaching is tennis players' best friend, tennis players' ultimate resource. That's where you can go learn how to play tennis. Pete did a video on Djokovic's serve. Click over here for that. Is the Djokovic new serve good or bad? Did it hurt him at this tournament? Very interesting stuff. Even if you don't play tennis, just learn a little bit about how the technical side of tennis works and how it might have hurt Djokovic here at this tournament. Partially responsible, maybe, for him getting ousted by the Chung. All right, guys. I'll see you very soon. I'll try to do a Federer preview video tonight. Can't promise anything. Weather's too nice. I will not be able to cancel my tennis lessons today. See ya!